What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jorge, also known as George, and you could also find me on Instagram at JZapeta the Barber. But in this video, you guys, I am doing a 5.5 on top, and we're gonna go ahead and do a nice fade on the side. And here, starting with this haircut, I do have my wall seniors with the number 5 guard, and I actually opened the lever all the way just to make it that 5.5. And just to go ahead and save time, you guys want to make sure you guys are doing complete strokes. And when you guys are cutting straight hair, you guys always want to go not only against the grain but in every single direction of the hair, because sometimes, like, my client's hair lays down and not every single hair cuts at once when I'm going against the grain. So by going across the grain or like sideways on top, it makes those hairs that don't want to stand up, if that makes sense. Alright, now here I'm gonna go ahead and start to set in my bald guideline, and I know I usually start on the side, but for his head I wanted to make sure I'm not going too high once I go into the back. So by starting off in the back, I'm gonna make sure that I'm not going too high. So now that I have my guide in the back made, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the side and kind of meet up the lines together and connect them. So for this video, I thought I'd do something a little different, and I am switching up my clippers. I do have my Oster fast feeds, and here I'm gonna go ahead and create a guideline by going up about 1 inch with the lever all the way open. Now here I'm going back to my Andis T outliners just to go ahead and help me blend out that bottom line. And here I'm just bumping up that bottom line and kind of flaring out just to make it easier to blend. Alright, you guys, now I'm switching back over to my Oster fast feeds, and now I'm closing the lever all the way, and we're gonna go ahead and start to lighten up the bottom line by flicking up about 1/4 inch up. Now continuing to do the same thing, but now with the lever halfway, we're gonna go ahead and finish blending out that bottom line. So now here I'm just continuing to do the exact same steps throughout the entire head. Alright, you guys, so the first guard that we're gonna go ahead and start to use is the 0 guard, and in wall guards that would be a half guard. And starting with the lever all the way open, we're gonna go ahead and create a new guideline by going up about 1 inch, and try to leave these guidelines as soft as you guys can. That way they're not so hard to blend out. So that means just use a light touch and don't go in on your guys' client's scalp. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and close our lever all the way and start to work on that bottom line right there. And you guys are going to notice on these techniques that I'm doing with the Oster fast feeds, I always like to Once I finish blending out the line at the bottom, I always like to go ahead and create a new guideline and then have two lines visible and then work on the bottom line. So we're gonna go ahead and do that with every single guard until we're done using the guards and move on to the clipper over comb. And here you guys can see that I am going in different directions, and I'm telling you guys, when you guys are cutting straight hair or any type of hair really, just to get that nice soft blend, you guys want to make sure that you're cutting every single hair. So remember, go in every single direction just to achieve the look that you want, and don't be afraid to go back like I did right here. I took off my guard and started playing with my lever, started with it all the way open, closing it, because the client does have a lot of dark spots. So by playing with the lever using the corner, it will really help you knock out those dark spots. Alright, so now moving on to guard number 2, which is the number 1 guard, and we're gonna go ahead and start again with the lever all the way open and create a new guideline by going up about another inch. Now here I have my lever all the way closed, and I'm going to start to knock out that bottom line. Here I must have noticed something I didn't like in the haircut, in the previous steps I mean, so I did go back to my previous step, which was a 0 guard, and again I'm playing with my lever. I'm going wherever I see the dark spots, starting with the guard all the way open, and if it's not doing anything, I'm closing the lever little by little just to go ahead and achieve that look that I want. So now here I do have my number 2 guard, and instead of starting with the lever all the way open, we're going to go ahead and start it with the number 2, just because once you get to the higher guards, you don't really need to start with the lever all the way open, just because like these don't really make that much of a difference. I mean, they do in a way, but not once you start to fade. And if you're going to go ahead and do clipper over comb, you don't really need to open the lever all the way. So here I am just going to go ahead and start to flick out by going up about ½ an inch just to get it ready to clipper over comb. So now here I'm basically going to be blending in the number 2 in all the way to the top by using the clipper over comb. That way I don't have to use every single guard, starting from the 2 going to the 3, number 4, and by using this clipper over comb, it'll save you a lot of time and get you in that 30-minute range. That way you're able to cut more clients in a day. Now here I'm going to go ahead and trim down my client's hairline just a tad bit, and I do have my number 1 guard with the lever all the way closed, and I'm just going to flare out on the front of his lineup just to shorten it just a tad bit. That way I really see where his natural hairline is, and it'll actually make it a lot easier to line up once I go in with the trimmers. Now for my client's lineup, I always feel like the lineup is the hardest part of the haircut. I always like to take a step back and kind of analyze my client's lineup just to see where his natural lineup is. And I always like to start off in the middle and work on one side and complete that one side. That way when I go to the other side, all I have to do is really match it and get it nice and straight as I can. So here my camera actually died on me, but thanks to Jared, shout out to 360GZ for letting me use this camera and making this video possible, because if not, I would not be able to upload this video. So shout outs to him. But here I am starting to blend in the beard, and I'm basically gonna start it off with the lever all the way open, created a guideline, and then started to blend the top by closing the lever all the way and opening it up a little bit, just to go ahead and blend out that part of the beard. Alright, so now here I'm actually applying a little bit of gel on his head just to go ahead and get his hair to lay down nice and flat and kind of complete the look that I'm looking for. Alright, so we're pretty much done with the haircut, and we're at the point of the haircut where I show you guys how my client came in. He didn't come in too hurt, but here it is anyway. So there you guys have it. As you guys could tell, it was a big difference, a little big difference, I could say. But it ended up turning out really clean. His beard looks on point, the fade looks nice, the top looks nice, everything pretty much looks nice in my opinion. But if you guys like this video, please hit that thumbs up. Also, if you guys are new to my channel and you guys are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. But once again, I hope you guys like this video, and then I'll see you guys on the next one.